would say there's carryover, there's crossover at times between some of the things that happen in golf and some things that happen in football. You know, for making a 3-foot putt is like, you know, having to convert a, you know, critical third down.
Right.
You know, and there's similarities, there's parallels that you can draw, and whenever you get the chance to learn some of those, you know, techniques from guys like that of Phil Mickelson's caliber, just take advantage of it.
Is it intimidating playing with those guys?
No, I wouldn't say intimidating. I mean, it depends what your expectation level is going in.
Sure.
I've played golf with some of those guys, you know, just out playing around, and you know, you watch how good they are, and it's pretty unbelievable. I'm a competitive guy, but it's not like I stand on the tee box and I'm like, I'm gonna beat Phil Mickelson today.
Right.
I mean, in my maybe in my mind, but I get that out within the first 2 to 3 holes after he goes birdie birdie and I go bogey bogey. You know what I'm saying? But you just, you know, I think if you try to be like them on the course, you're in for trouble, because there's shots that they hit that, whether it's innate ability, whether it's just years and years of practice or whatever, you know, they're just at another level.
When we were here for the press conference, I was talking to Brittany a little bit. I had just gotten back from Kukuyula and Kauai.
Yeah.
And so I was talking with her a little bit. Tell me a little bit about being a member there and kind of what draws you and the family to Kauai.
We've always loved Kauai. It's our favorite Hawaiian island. You know, we try to get out there as often as we can, at least every year. I don't know. I love the diversity of the South Shore and North Shore. You know, 2 totally different climates. You just kind of get a different feel in both places. Both have, you know, their unique qualities. Love spending time in both. But certainly the South Shore, you know, Poipu, Kaloa town, and then, you know, the Kukuyula development. It's just, man, it's God's creation. I mean, it's a beautiful place.
Have you got to play the golf course?
You know what? I haven't. Yeah, I haven't.
No. It's pretty spectacular.
I've driven around, and it looks spectacular.
What are some places that you like to travel? I mean, you love New Orleans, and clear that you love San Diego. You know, what are some things about those 2 cities that you really like?
New Orleans, San Diego.
Yeah.
I'd say both have great culinary towns. You know, I mean, great restaurants, great chefs. I mean, no shortage of great places to eat in San Diego or New Orleans. I'd say similar style in that it's a lot of seafood, because they're both close to the ocean. You get a lot of fresh seafood, which is fantastic. But certainly, you know, some of the flavors and the spices. You know, New Orleans, you got a little more of the Cajun and that kind of stuff. Some unique. You know, you get the gumbos, you get the turtle soups, you get, you know, some of that other stuff. But the charbroiled oysters. But so I'd say that's a similarity. I'd say, you know, climate-wise, it probably couldn't be different, more different. You get kind of just the nice, cool, dry climate here in New Orleans. You get those hot, humid summers and you know, pretty moist, you know, springs. But it's great to have the opportunity to be in both places, you know, quite a bit. Just because, you know, there's so many things we love about each, and yet, while some are the same, in most cases it's very different, and so we just get a different flavor, you know, wherever we're at.
Are there places across the country, worldwide, that you've traveled to, that you've got to stay at, or places that you have on your bucket list, you know, like any other golfer does, that you think,
South Africa is one of our favorite places. Australia. Haven't been to New Zealand. Really want to go to New Zealand. Been to the Great Wall of China. It's one of the coolest trips we've ever been on. I'd say.
How about nationally? I mean, places, Pebble Beach, Bandon, do those,
those
places
golf.
that you want to go play?
I gotcha. Yeah, because we actually played golf in South Africa and Australia. But I'd say I would love to play. Well, rumor has it if you voice the certain courses that you really want to play in the U.S., then you might not get the opportunity. So
let's just say there's places.
Let's just say there's absolutely places that I would love the opportunity to play.
Fair enough. One final question, and I mean it's a football question, but not a football question about now. My wife is a huge fan, and she tells me every day. She says, if you can persuade him to come back to the Chargers, please do.
Yeah.
But I wonder, are you a guy who kind of believes in fate? Because I mean, you left the Chargers in circumstances that were less than ideal, but you ended up in a town that clearly
Yeah.
you were the right guy at the right time for the
Yeah.
right team.
Yeah.
Do you feel like things just worked out in a way that
Yeah.
you never could have
Yeah.
imagined?
Yeah. I believe everything happens for a reason, and there's times where you might be going through a challenge or adversity, and you're wondering, hey, why is this happening to me? But God has a plan. And never give you more than you can handle, and it was interesting circumstances how I left San Diego with the injury and everything
Right.
else, but without that, I never would have ended up in New Orleans, and really felt like New Orleans was a calling for my wife and I, not only for what we've been able to accomplish as a football team, but probably more importantly, what we've been able to accomplish, throughout the community and with the rebirth of the city, and it's been a special experience. It really has.
This is your day.